What is up? Welcome back, everybody, to another Horizon Forbidden West stream. So, where we left off last time, I had just gotten my, underwater breathing mask thing that allows me to have infinite air underwater. And so with that, there were some places that I wanted to check out that were previously inaccessible to me. So I'm going to do that real quick. I know this question mark, I think, was an underwater area that I couldn't reach before. So I'm going to hit that up. And let's see, it's a bit far away, so I'm going to call my mount here.
I can override bristlebacks now. And ride them.
So I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Thursday evening.
I should take one more look around before I go. See if there's anything
Then
else
after I
interesting.
explore these water areas, I'm going to continue with the main story, which I've started partially on the quest to get the second of 3, like the Gaia module capsule thingamajigs. What's up, Ollie? How you doing, man? It is indeed Yo Daddy. When you say G-O-T, did you mean G-O-W? God of War? Didn't like it. It's too boring. Too used to Dark Souls style games. Yep, that's the problem with Dark Souls, is it ruins everything else, especially Elden Ring. It's hard to go back to regular games. Okay. I'm stuck. I don't know what's going on. There we go.
Treadwing carcass. Must have dropped the flower.
Oh, is this not what I thought it was? I guess not. Okay, wonderful. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. I see. Where were some of the other underwater areas? This one, I can't remember if it that I don't think that was underwater. There were definitely a couple of other underwater areas. Oh yeah. Where's that one? Here it is, the gorge or the gouge. Yeah. I'm gonna need to craft some more fast travel packs. I'm running low. What's up, Brock? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Darth, good to see you once again. Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. Ghost of Tsushima was amazing. The story and the world were so much better. I have not played Ghost of Tsushima, so I cannot opine on the matter. You feel like Ali is just trying to get a rise out of you? He would never do that. All right, yeah, this area I was not able to explore at all because this is like completely underwater. Although I did explore it before it was flooded, but I'm guessing there's extra stuff that can be had swimming. Let's use lay focus. No, is there nothing else here? That's disappointing. Because I'm wondering, because this icon is not green on my map, so that to me would indicate that there's something left in here. Calling Ghost of Tsushima boring is a hot take. Yeah, I do know that it was, it got a lot of praise. I know that much about it. Can I use my pulley under here? No. Whatever it's called. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was thinking there was going to be some more stuff here. These are all like grabbable ledges when there's not water. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is a game that I would like to get to someday. Are there any plans for a sequel? Does anybody know? All right, well, prove me wrong. This was not a fruitful detour. One game that definitely differentiates, or one thing that definitely differentiates this game from Elden Ring is the well, two things. The lack of bosses and the lack of legacy dungeons. Okay? And I have to say that bosses and legacy dungeons greatly enhance the quality of my gameplay experience in Elden Ring. And so from a gameplay perspective, Elden Ring wins between, if I'm comparing this game directly to Elden Ring from a gameplay perspective, Elden Ring wins hands down 10 times out of 10, no questions asked. Now this game does have a good story. It does have too much dialogue.
Yes, you.
And it does have too many side quests. But the world is beautiful. Exploration is a lot of fun. Combat is a lot of fun. And as I said, the story is very good. Yo, Puggy, what's up, man? Welcome back, dude. The rumors of a sequel and would be historically accurate, as Tsushima was invaded twice, but nothing official. Interesting. Who developed Ghost of Tsushima? So there are machines down here, but I don't know if I have combat abilities down here.
There's another recording in there.
Bit worrisome that there are machines that can swim, but I feel helpless. I can't even use my spear down here. So I guess I best make sure that I don't get spotted is the idea here. Okay, so there's got to be a way in here. Did I see the streamer that was mad that a chatter talked about his dead mother? No, I did not. But I could understand why he would not be happy about that. What the heck? That's like on my map. And it's not marked as like a blocked path, so I'm guessing it's something I can do something with. I don't know. Dang it. Can I get in here? No. Sucker Punch Productions made Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. God damn it. This is dumb. Here we go. You can use smoke bombs underwater. Okay. Do I have smoke? Yes, I do have smoke bombs. I forget what it requires to make them. Okay. I can't make as many of them as I want, but should be all right. Now, smoke bombs underwater, that doesn't make sense because that would, you know, smoke underwater, that's just weird. Well, I guess it depends on what they said about his dead mom. I'm assuming that they weren't being nice. Seems like it would be a sensitive subject.
Well, we're out of time and out of fuel. I have to put us down on that lake. Let's give these soldiers a chance to die fighting. This is the flight deck. We're going for a water landing. Leave everything behind except what you need for the fight. Now's your time to go out in a blaze of glory. Race! Race!
If those soldiers survive long enough to fight the machines.
Okay. So what's this sunken barrier? I do wonder.
My focus has detected another flight recorder.
I guess is that what that means? Okay, yeah, I guess so. Alright, so it says there's another voice recorder nearby. Not seeing one. I'll leave it at that. That's fine. Alright, cool, cool. Go down here. That will be a long swim. Oh, this is Lake Mead. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, if this is Vegas. Very cool. This would be Nevada. Or Nevada, depending on
Like part of a cauldron. Carved figures.
Totem of Brotherhood.
Stuff.
Okay.
The other
That's a new one.
kind of fuzzy. Maybe they're brothers.
Jump, Aloy. Jump. Jump, Aloy. No? Alright, I'm not going to fight these things. I'm just going to run around and see if there's stuff to pick up. Oh, here we go. Yep, there is stuff to pick up. How about that? Just a sliver. And one thing that I definitely like about this game more than Elden Ring, while we're comparing the two, is, hey, look, I've got enemies all over me. Hey, look, I can pull up my map. What a novel concept. That annoyed me constantly in Elden Ring, that you can't pull up your map when enemies are on you. And I think they did that so you wouldn't be able to warp. Like just warp yourself out of a combat situation, but I could pull up my map without warping. And I don't care if the enemy, if I'm still vulnerable when my map is up, like, hey, I could get hit by something and it knocked me off the map screen. But there were times where, like, there was nothing even remotely close to me and something had aggroed on me, like, way before, and it wouldn't let me pull up my map still, and it was really annoying. That and the Torrent died. Do you want to use an Estus flask to revive him? Prompt. Those are the worst parts about Elden Ring. Which is actually an indicator of how good Elden Ring is, if those are the worst parts about the game. Okay, so I made it to this marker. Which, really, I mean, I just put it there because it was in the corner. But there's got to be something out here, right? I'm leaving the play area and should turn back. If you continue, your last save. So I'm guessing if this is Lake Mead, I was expecting to find the Hoover Dam somewhere. Or the remnants of the Hoover Dam. So that bridge I can see off in the distance. I'm wondering if that's the bridge that was supposed to go across. Come on, if this is Lake Mead, I have to be able to find the Hoover Dam. Oh, well, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess this is the Hoover Dam right here. Yeah. I'm standing on top of, like, what was left of it, but it would be cool if I could go a little bit further because it's, like, really kind of threatening me here. I don't want to reset my game, but yeah, this must be the Hoover Dam right here. Oh, I see what you're saying, Puggy. Yeah, I read it the opposite way. Like the streamer's mom had died and then the chatter had brought it up or something like that. Okay, but it's the other way around. I see what you're saying. What's up, Built for Anything? How you doing today, man? Yes, Darth, we read it the same way. So yes, I'm standing on top of what used to be the Hoover Dam. So the DLC, does it extend in this direction? Does it extend like, because the original oh, there's a sunken barrier. Okay. The original game, I think the DLC was north of the map. Okay, so I want to go over here, but I guess is swimming going to be the fastest way to do that? I don't know. Yeah, I do like how they put real life landmarks in this game. It extends into Death Valley and goes all the way to LA. So it makes you wonder then if it's going in that direction, if it'll also include if it'll have Mount Whitney, which is the highest peak in the lower 48 states, which is actually right next to Death Valley. Which is interesting because Death Valley happens to be the lowest point in the continental United States. And Mount Whitney happens to be the highest point in the continental United States, and they're actually right next to each other. Let's see. I don't need to be climbing this. Nope. Get down.
This'll break my fall.
The Grand Canyon in this game, I don't know, and if it is, I don't want to know because I want to be able to stumble upon it and be surprised. Yeah, so I think yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. Oh, it was, well, not yesterday, but previous stream. I came across, I think, someone mentioned that it was Caesar's Palace in Vegas. What personally annoyed you in Elden Ring was when Torrent got stuck and then you die for no reason. Yes, that happened to me a couple times. Although I think they fixed that in a patch at some point. But it did happen to me early on. Yeah, at the end of the day, my annoyances with Elden Ring were very minor. Overwhelmingly, It was a masterpiece. So, Built for Anything, did you happen to beat that boss you're struggling with in God of War? I know you said you'd been going at it for a while. Round Gullet. Okay. So that would imply it's underwater. I'm guessing. Yes, no, maybe so. Here we go.
I think I can pry my way through those rocks. This place looks familiar. This place looks familiar.
I'm dying to know what Blue Point's next game is. Have they... I mean, have they released anything since Demon Souls remake? You still prefer Bloodborne over Elden Ring? I do as well. No, they haven't released anything since Demon Souls. And nothing has been... Yeah, you're right. Nothing's been announced either. So they got to be working on something big. There's no way they're just sitting around twiddling their thumbs since November 2020. I bet you it's the Metal Gear Solid remake. Like the actual proper Metal Gear Solid remake. Which I do hear is a PlayStation exclusive. It would make sense since Sony does own Blue Point now. So, I'll go with that. Like a full-on Metal Gear Solid remake. I would not be surprised if that's what they're working on. Oh, Blue Point worked with Santa Monica on God of War. Okay. They hinted they were working on a non-remake. I don't buy that Blue Point is working on a Bloodborne 2.
Mentioned in the recordings should be in here somewhere. I just have to follow the coordinates.
Oh, that was great. That was great. I'm trying to get these two together so I can do this. What level am I? I am level 40. Oh, he's not dead yet. I thought that critical strike killed him. He's got a sliver of health. Elden Ring and Armored Core. I doubt Miyazaki's been working on anything Bloodborne related, which
What's my
leaves...
stash?
I just don't think there's going to be a Bloodborne 2. And if there was going to be a Bloodborne 2, I don't think that Blue Point would make it. I mean, I don't see why Miyazaki would farm that out, especially as beloved as Bloodborne is. There'd be a lot of risk to let someone else develop the sequel and perhaps tarnish the legacy if they screw it up. It's like Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is a perfect movie as far as comedies are concerned. And then you come out with a sequel that sucks. And it's like, well, that you know, I didn't see the sequel for that reason because I knew it sucked. And I didn't want it to at all leave a bad taste in my mouth for the original, which is amazing.
This looks promising.
Yeah, they could be making anything. They could be making a new IP for all we know. Am I going for platinum? That's the goal. I don't want to know what any of the hidden trophies are, though. I want to look at the trophy list after I beat the game and then see if it's something that I want to do.
This must be the vault in the data I found. 3 empty slots. Guess I'm missing 2 keys.
Oh, I didn't even know I had 1 key. Oh, yeah. This is part of that side quest. Which... This is... If it's this involved, it must be good, right? Okay, well that kind of sucks because there's not like a campfire nearby to like warp here, and I spent a lot of time like getting out here. But oh well, I wish there was a warp point because I mean even here, like from this campfire, this is like the closest one, and it's that's a bit of a trek. Yeah, I agree with you, Darth. I think if it's going to be a Souls type game, it's going to be a new IP. They're not going to make a Bloodborne 2. Come on, I wish there was a campfire here. Because I'm going to have to come back here. Alright, whatever. I gotta make some new travel packs. I have plenty of mats. I'm just gonna make a bunch of them. There we go. Okay, so next. So it looks like there's a sunken barrier over here. The only way I'd be cool with Blue Point making a Bloodborne 2 is if Miyazaki came up with like all of the lore. I wouldn't trust Blue Point to come up with their own thing that would be a compelling continuation of what happened in Bloodborne. Okay, so here looks like there's some more stuff. I'm looking for Devil's Slide. Okay. There was a sunken barrier that you couldn't open those unless you have the breathing mask.
Another console. Got it.
They're evacs outside, Doc.
Done, thank God. The mobile cover prototype is locked in the vault. I need all 3 keys to open it, including yours.
Nope. VP rank means I've got a golden ticket to Elysium. If you want that key, come back and get it your... Uh-oh.
Well, don't. That was a weird training. It's typical for Pharaoh, I guess. Another access key that never got to this prototype. There's coordinates for a third one nearby. Maybe I can find it.
Guess we're done here. Okay, yep, so that's done. So let's go back to Drowned Hopes. That's the one I'm doing right now, yeah. These are like right next to each other. So see. Am I planning on playing Lies of P? I have to say I am intrigued by the concept. As for when whether or not I play it, it kind of depends on when it comes out. Has a release date been announced? Okay, so that's good. If it's later in the year, then it's much more likely that I'll end up playing it at release because, you know, the beginning of the year and the middle of the year are already spoken for, so. Is that a green crystal thing? Okay, so here I am at the wreckage.
There's something underwater.
iron on. Just broke through the perimeter.
Erica, the mobile cover prototype is in the vault. All 3 keys are required to override the lockdown. Can you bring me the one from your security console right away?
Okay. Just don't get killed before I get...
Erica? Erica!
That's 3 access keys. Maybe I can try opening that vault now.
Okay, so that's it for that. I'm gonna get this campfire. And there's another question mark I wanted to explore, and then we'll go back to that vault since I have all 3 keys now. Okay, then we got this stuff over here, and then this question mark down here is what I'm primarily interested in. Be this way. Okay, so Spider-Man is confirmed for fall of 2023. And then Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, or Rebirth, or whatever they're calling it, is winter, next winter. So my guess is that that translates to early 2024. Come on, give me the, there we go. So, with the announcement of the new Armored Core game, did any of y'all play Armored Core back in the day? Oh, come on. Aha.
Maybe I can trade this green shine.
First, when the trailer started, you thought it was a Transformers game. I'm leaving the play area. Okay. That's fine. All right, so I've got the 3 keys. So that means I need to head back here. And the closest point to that is honestly right here. I haven't played it myself. From what I understand, it's like a mech fighter type game, which is, you know, obvious. I talked to a friend about it who, a buddy of mine had played Armored Core back in like the PlayStation 1 days. And I think he played it mainly for the multiplayer. But he said that he really liked it. And the trailer did look cool. And I believe Miyazaki was involved with the project more towards the beginning as the director, and then he handed it off to one of the guys that was big in the Sekiro development. Yeah, Armored Core, the first game that Miyazaki ever directed was Armored Core 2. I believe it was Armored Core 2. Which, of course, was before Demon Souls. I think this is the way, right? Yeah, I doubt it'll be like Dark Souls. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like, if there's inspiration that they've drawn, but it's not going to be a Souls game. Okay, yeah, this is... I go through here. I forget where I went. Yeah, it's through here. You did play 4 and 5, but didn't like them that much. For a mech game, you prefer the play style of Zone of the Enders. Okay. Zone of the Enders, how many of those are there? I remember the first one, I think, was on PS2. But to be honest, I don't know if they made sequels for those games. For Zone of the Enders. All right, let's see what we got in here now. Now that we have all the keys.
I'm guessing this was Hernan. This must be the vault mentioned in the data I found. I should be able to access it.
Priority keys detected. Access granted.
Okay, there's 2
I
of
don't
them.
think anyone's gonna make it. Not sure which will get me first, the airstrike or the Horus. Spent my career on the mobile cover project. Really thought I could get it to someone who could use it. I know you'll never hear this, Lily, but you told me so. I love you.
Another sad ending.
Mobile cover system prototype.
I have the prototype now. I might even be able to make something out of it if I use the data on that drive Gendas found. I want to know what happened here.
All right, so that's it for in here? No? Oh, no, that's nothing. I am glad that these machines didn't respawn. Okay, so now I'll go back to here.
You've returned. You found something, didn't you? Come now, don't just keep it to yourself.
It's, difficult to explain.
Please, I just want to understand as much as I can.
Definitely not a tray cover.
The old ones fought a massive battle here against machines. Some fled, but others stayed behind to try to salvage this, to help others carry on the fight.
Did they survive? So, they failed.
It made it into the hands of the most renowned warrior in the Sundom, did it not? And every item we recover will be used to ensure their memory lives on.
I didn't see any machines at the dig site, so yes, I suppose that is true.
I'll need that tray and your workbench. I'll have to tinker with this to turn it into something I can use.
Of course, Savior. It's the least we can do. May the sun light your way. as you have illuminated ours.
Let's take a look at this thing.
Wait till the scholars hear about this.
All that for a tripcaster, huh? Oh snap, I can take this all the way to 4.
We'll go down in this.
This cast shields, I guess, maybe? Oh, okay. Generate a defensive barrier. The barrier protects against projectile attacks, but does not otherwise block enemy movement. Explodes after absorbing too much damage. Let's see here. Ward and sharp shot bow. Where's the bow I had on before this one? It must have been this one. No, it wasn't that one. Oh, it must have been. So the sun touched, yeah. So that one was 51, 127. This one is definitely stronger. Yep.
History
Right.
books.
Time to test it out.
All right. Let's see if there's any other spots where I have these underwater barriers I can unlock. I don't think there are. There could be. Yeah, it's probably this one. Check that sunken cavern out. It looks like there should be a sunken cavern here, but oh, there it is. It's up there. Yes, one days you're playing a mech game. Got frustrated and quit playing after many tries the encounter you weren't supposed to win. But you didn't know it at the time. That sucks. This not it? No? All right, where's that cavern? No. This game is so long, but I hear it gets really good at the end. Yeah, it is massive. I mean, quite frankly, it might be bordering on being too long for its own good. I'm a bit worried that by the end it might be overstaying its welcome. But we'll see. Yeah, like, where the heck is the stupid freaking... Oh, is it over here? This is like way far away from where the icon is. Icon's all the way back here. Oh man, I just had a sneeze and then I lost it. That's like one of my least favorite feelings in the entire universe. Yeah, this is where I was. I don't think I climbed these rocks though. Maybe it's up here somewhere. Yeah, PlayStation 1 had so many freaking games. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like, what the heck? It's telling me I'm basically on top of it, but there's... no water here. So it's saying it's below me. Damn, getting warmer according to this. That makes no sense.
Walk it off.
All right, is this it? Okay. Yeah, that marker is like way off on the map. Holy crap. Yeah, the entrance is right here, and it's saying that it's right there. Am I gonna have to remember where I squeezed through here to get out? I do remember suffocating inside of here though. At one point. The stuff is important for upgrading high tier weapons though, so. Oh wow, so there's much more to explore in here. I was thinking that was it. Okay, so that's it. Can I fast travel in here? I highly doubt it, but it would be awesome. Oh, there's a fire gleam over here. Let's see, looking for other icons that I can interact with. There's got to be stuff in here, but if there were, there'd be a question mark, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. I think I'm going to check out this fire gleam over here, and then we'll be back on the main story. Guess the closest warp point's going to be back all the way here in this first town that I visited way back when. This barren light. I thought it was chain scrape. Nope, chain scrape's up there. But not the first town. That's insane that you can make that jump. Okay, hold on. There's like other handholds right here. Why can't I? You can make that leap, but you can't go to the handholds that are right next to you. That doesn't make sense. There we go. This is above me. How does one get up there? Guess that way. How do you get up there? I still got like, guess is that maybe a third of the map? I don't even remember how to get up there. I did at some point, obviously. Try going this other way. For more streamlined experience in open world, you should do the main story and some side content to finish everything after you beat the game. I mean, I like to explore as I go. Cause like when things pop up on my map, I don't know what it is. I honestly can't explain it. But when things pop up on my map, like in this game, you know, there's like a question mark or an exclamation point or whatever. I don't know what it is, but like I for whatever reason, having icons on and crap on my map just drives me nuts. So I have to get rid of them. Otherwise it annoys me the whole time. Now I will say this game is a bit better in that I feel like the pacing is a lot more steady in this game than it is in the first one, because the first one, you know, it was like all open world side quests, very minimal story. Maybe not minimal story, but you know, the story was not terribly dense in the beginning of the game. And then when you get towards like the last third of the game, that is when the vast majority of the story takes place. This game, I feel like, you know, the story is more evenly dispersed throughout the game, which is good. All right, so yeah, I want to be back on this quest, which means my waypoint is over here. So we're back on the main quest now. It's OCD, yeah. I mean, I kind of joke about that, but I think there's people that have that like really and truly have OCD that are like debilitated by it. I wouldn't say it's like something that drastically reduces my quality of life or something that like hinders me from doing what I want. But when it comes to games, like, I don't know. It's just the having stuff on my map drives me nuts. And it's like the same thing with this, like having the exclamation point on these, like anytime I discover something, there's a new exclamation point that pops up and like I have to clear the exclamation points. I hate that crap. Now the skills I don't do right away because the exclamation point pops up when you have one skill point, but like some of this stuff I can't unlock with one skill point. Like for example, this I need multiple skill points to unlock some of these abilities. So I can't. So I can't, you know, fully spend everything at once, but anyway. Oh, so this is like a big area. Okay. So is there anything over here? Yeah, that's where I came from. That's the entrance. And then, yeah, the only way is down. Which that's why I appreciate Elden Ring. That's one of the reasons I appreciate Elden Ring is because they let you explore at your leisure. Like they don't put, you know, all these icons and whatnot all over the map to like tell you, hey, go here, go here, go here. You know, it's really up to you. And some people like that kind of that level of direction. For me, it just it causes more anxiety in a way. I know that sounds funny, but
Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
But I'm the same way with like playing games in sequence. Like when I didn't get into Uncharted until after Uncharted 4 came out. And I couldn't play Uncharted 4 without playing 1 through 3 first. And same thing with Dark Souls. You know, I couldn't play Dark Souls 3 without playing Dark Souls 2 first. Because 20 years ago this week, Stanley Chen broke ground on one of the most ambitious construction projects in American history, even though many Americans didn't want him there. As he struck his spade into the barren soil, the CEO quipped how resentment against Chinese political influence had turned Vegas into a boiling hotbed of nationalistic sentiment, but how this immense fortune had cooled that down, finally warming Americans to his idea of a new Las Vegas. Who would have believed at the time that he would become one of the most beloved figures of the clawback era? But Stanley Chen has always been one to defy the odds, literally. In 2035, during a meeting with potential investors at the Old Tempo Hotel, Chen watched in horror as his water filtration startup drowned before his very eyes, realizing too late that his once trusted lawyer had sold critical patent info to the competition. The resulting chain reaction of busted deals wiped him out, leaving him with only $88,000 to his name. Devastated, Chen decided to leave his future to fate. He went to the casino floor and placed all $88,000 on a roulette wheel, number 8. It hit. The resulting 30-7-1 payout netted him nearly $3.2 million. Enough to rejuvenate his dreams of starting a successful business, he threw himself back into his work, eternally thankful for his lucky new lease on life. 5 years later, it wasn't Chen that needed saving, but Vegas itself. The hot zone crisis had strangled tourism. Years of ever-increasing heat had dried out the county completely. Water and critical demand everywhere was now too expensive to import. Abandonment seemed to be the only option. The city of lights was about to go dark forever, but Stanley Chen couldn't let that happen. In 5 years of incredible success, he turned $3.2 million into $200 billion, selling water filtration technology. That... ...
It started right here, more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate's dealt its cruelest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time, and the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well, if a dream has to die,
That's the one that I just read.
Nautical lights. Must be Poseidon's doing.
So what is this? I mean, it's like underwater, but was this a hotel? Like underground or something? Saw a green glow. Looks like there was
Poseidon's down here somewhere. Gotta find
a
where it's
crystal.
hiding.
Maybe. Yeah, see that green glow? Like a reflection of crystal somewhere. But maybe not.
Whoa!
Oh, hello.
That thing underwater.
Hide Ripper.
This place is massive. And all of it's encased in a dome.
I think that recording said something about a Tempo Hotel. My knowledge, there's no such thing, but could be wrong.
I can't do much down here.
Up. Okay, so this is like a almost like a stealth segment. I'm guessing these giant like seaweed things will hide you. Yeah. And also I can use smoke bombs in here, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you might argue. giant Eiffel Tower. Ah, crap. Aha, you missed.
Red light.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here.
How does she talk like that underwater? No such casino in Las Vegas. This is actually an imagination of the Red Dragon Casino, which is nothing like that. I was thinking, isn't there a casino in Las Vegas that's like it's like a dome and it has like roller coasters and stuff inside of it? When I saw that this was like a dome structure, I was kind of gravitating towards that, but maybe not.
There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node. There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city.
Will you do a second playthrough in a harder difficulty? That is the plan, yes, but I'm not sure if it's going to be directly after I finish my first playthrough. With the DLC announcement, with the new DLC dropping in April, I might do the DLC before I do a second playthrough. Reason for that is, you know, I didn't play the first game until after the DLC was out, and for the first game, I did, you know, the full game. I did the main game plus DLC, and then I did the ultra hard playthrough, which the DLC in the first game had some really good weapons that I actually used a lot in my ultra hard playthrough. So I'm thinking that it might be better to wait and see if there's, you know, play through that DLC first to see if there's any you know, real good weapons, and then if so, I'll have access to them in my second playthrough. We'll see. All right, so how do I get up top there? There's not a grapple point. See a fire gleam over there, but can't use my pulley either. I gotta go down here, maybe. You were thinking the same thing about her talking underwater. That's funny. There we go.
That's as clean as I'm gonna get out
You
here.
should up the difficulty because you're a little over leveled. And I pretty much always do my first playthrough on normal difficulty. I mean, if I don't feel like I'm just steamrolling everything, so it's fine.
It's there. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
I mean, I feel like normal in general is the game designed as the developers intended. And then anything other than that, you know, if you play it on easy, okay, they just, you know, they don't spend too much time balancing it. They more or less just, you know, spawn fewer enemies. You do more damage, they deal less damage, and then hard, they spawn more enemies, and then you do more damage or you do less damage and they do more damage, and you know, it's just kind of arbitrarily set. Whereas I think normal is where they spend the bulk of their time trying to make sure that the game is balanced as well as it can be. Which honestly is why I prefer games that don't have difficulty settings, because I have utmost confidence that I'm playing the version of the game that the developers intended me to play. I think some games do difficulty settings better than others, but there are definitely some games where the difficulty adjusters are done rather lazily. Let's see, there we go. There's the hole.
According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the dome.
What's up, cool guy? How you doing, man? Thank you for stopping by. Hope all is well with you, dude. It has been some time, my friend.
Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
Hopefully I can sneak by here without...
Just shut down the secondary node. No more water for the fountains. No more shows. No one left to appreciate them anyway. I'll never forget the city's grand reopening. The fountains had been bone dry for years. No one believed they'd ever return. So, as the first bloom arced up in the dome, the music swelling, my heart soared right along with it. The city gave me a second chance once. Now it had one, too.
The domes, the water. He was responsible for all of it.
Okay, how do I get over there? There's fire gleam blocking the way, but the fire gleam is facing the other direction. It's got it. Okay, that's random, but it worked.
I won't budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down. Let's get this fire grenade out of here. Okay, let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station. According to the map, the maintenance station should be at the south end of the dome. There's red light in that tower, just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in? It looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in.
Well, let us have a look. Go. Pry this open, right? Yep, there we go.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
Yeah, this has gotta be like she's not actually talking. This has gotta be like her inner monologue. You make a game, you're gonna make an Ohio difficulty. What's that?
This looks promising. There should be a console in here. There. Time to dry this place out.
It was that easy.
That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door.
System shutdown's almost done. Only thing left is to power everything down at the control center. So, I guess this is it. One final walk down the strip, and then it's lights out forever. At least I won't be around to see it destroyed. The Odyssey will be well on its way to Sirius by the time the swarm gets here. Still, my last memory of this place will be empty.
Poor guy.
I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
It's gotta be crazy to watch the end of the world happen in real time. I don't know about the Ohio memes. No, sir, I don't. I think this is the right way. Love how the game calls keys ancient chimes, which makes sense, as these primitive people would have no idea what keys are or what they did, and a bundle of them seems like chimes. Yeah, I think the same thing. It's part of this game's charm, to be honest. And they call watches ancient wristbands.
These machines behind. Let's employ them. First.
Yeah, I think the big boss was over here.
Okay. Poseidon is through there. But where did that machine go?
Aloy! It's a miracle!
Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the embers with that around.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Like a freaking Lapras or something like that.
Places, fellas. Get to that overhang.
Let's see. Powerful cannon. Okay, so detaching its tail might be a good idea. Actually, what I'm gonna do is this. Get a good shot on it. Ah, stop moving. There we go. Come on. Nope. He's rather agile.
Okay, better.
I was like, I'm just gonna shoot something, and then I missed. All right, whatever. Go and get his tail now. Nope. Feeling his tail is like a weak or is a rare component. But if I want to detach it so I can pick it up. Component removed. There we go. I got my special attack charged up. The best part about that is oftentimes it's that hits so hard that it stuns them, and then I can do a critical strike right after I do like my special. So it's like a double whammy. Let me make sure I don't die here.
Down it goes.
There we go.
Aloy! You did it!
did knock some components off. I need to make sure I pick those up. Guessing I can loot him, right? Knockdown power, plasma defense.
Everyone okay?
Little fracas never hurt anyone.
No, I knocked its tail off.
Get this from my stash when I need it.
There it is. Okay.
Look at all these embers.
You guys all right?
More than all right. We did it! All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, you know, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little reverend. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. We'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Thanks.
All right. We might be nearing the end of this quest. What's up, man? You have a request. What is your request? I can't make any guarantees on my abilities to fulfill said request, but fire away.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console.
Hacked again. Hidden in the AC code, so someone must have inserted via the thermostat interface. Pretty funny, actually. You know that hollow ad for the caveman review over at the vodka? Well, their loincloths disappeared. Went on for almost an hour before we shut it down. Chuckles aside, we can't let it happen again. I've been over the environmental and hollow systems and they look okay on your shift. Have a look at the water and filtration code. Hate to think what might happen to those systems where compromise would be a lot worse than a few naked Neanderthals on the strip. Okay. So I guess this is for, we're getting Poseidon here. Could you please play Sonic Frontiers after Horizon? That is not likely. Just gonna be straight with you. That game is I have a backlog that is like probably 20 or 30 games long, and that is not one of the higher ones up on the list. I've seen some folks play it. I mean, it looks cool, but it's just not. Especially, okay, I'll put it this way. It's an open world game, and I played Elden Ring. I played this. Zelda is coming out next year, and Zelda is top tier priority one. Zelda's going to be an open world game. I can only do so many open world games. I have like I can only do so many of them. So sorry to say that one that's not likely going to happen.
I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Moreland and crew must have headed back up top. With all the embers they could carry.
Okay, this is where I was first. This is where I first started. I was swimming in this area.
An elevator.
Oh.
Moreland must have built this before the place flooded. Nice work.
Actually work?
Be nice not to have to climb back up.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole... Whatever... Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized. His old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But with all the ruins here, I might want to look around before I head back. And with my new diving mask, I can swim as deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier.
Already done that. Cool.
Gonna need a lot of shards to get this place up and running.
All right, so back to Gaia we go. Poseidon being underwater in an Atlantis-looking place, just because, of course. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny that to get Poseidon, I was going to the desert, but then in the end, it checked out. Because when I saw the names of the Gaia things, I guess I initially assumed that Poseidon would be out near the San Francisco area, because of course, you know, that's more water over there, but you know, it worked. Okay, so back here, probably gonna have a bunch of more dialogue to sit through. Whoops.
Is it me, or did the old ones just look funny? Funny how? They're
Okay.
close. They're weird. They're so tight.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
It's a shuttle. It's the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Carl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
Could use a drink.
All right, well, actually, really much new in here. But we probably have another Gaia cutscene ahead of us, so.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Drone's reconnected now.
downstairs. Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy.
The missing subordinate functions.
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety. Eleuthia was responsible for culturing a new generation. Apollo was tasked with preserving and disseminating vast archives of... Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the...
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears to have been pathological.
All 3 of the missing functions have already... or were. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would empowering my... Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession... Attaining them in the short term is very...
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
Were you able to make use of...
Yes. The lakes associated with the regional watershed have been... As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a mark. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water rec. Is that why Poseidon went?
Most likely. Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it...
Like 3 Oseram show...
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered, and you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around...
Yes. And to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings, no matter how aggressive.
That's good.
Indeed.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to start over. So...
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So the Zeniths are the same people who left physically immortal.
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about...
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive. Only one, Oswald Dalgard, was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experience is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function
I have wondered this. So far as I can tell, Hades was and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of how could the Zeniths know.
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Fars, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the systems designed through him, despite his failure.
So from what Beta told, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful.
Yes. As your encounter, they appear to make extensive use. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of energy field that shields them.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. Told her to talk to you to see if she's...
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet...
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the lot entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. It turns out he was a member of Fars, but if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be faced with overwhelming odds of extinction.
Even still, water to the wasteland, an entire... 1,000 years later, the whole place was still just... waiting for someone to... When we were at the facility where we found Bait, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching... I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to zero, but... why were they researching...
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe.
All right, where to next? I think I mentioned I have to talk to Beta.
don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
Ah.
I wonder where this leads. Power cells? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Yeah, I guess it was.
Wait a minute. I'm back in like the main.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away, alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
What's up, Kevin? Welcome back, dude. How are you doing tonight?
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
That didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him, but he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
All right, so Demeter. That's the next one. Okay, and that one is like way out there. Yeah. Well, it's not too far out there. It's actually closer than I thought it would be. Wow. There's a lot of crap out here over to the west that's like way further than where this is. Okay. I guess I'll start exploring some of this stuff out here that I haven't gotten to yet. Hammer Tusk. That looks like that's off the map. I've been watching the World Cup. I've seen some of the matches, yeah. I haven't been following it super duper intently, but while we were on vacation, we saw some of the matches. Saw Argentina versus the Netherlands. That was actually a really good game. And then we watched France versus England. And that was actually funny because that was out by like, we were out at the pool and they had like a TV set up. I guess I'll go here first. And they had a TV set up. And there was a dude there from England who was like, you know, he was into it. He was a little bit rowdy. And there was a lot of drama at the end of that game. It was actually really funny just to kind of be a bystander. With someone who was definitely emotionally invested in the game. Let's see, what is this? Hunter arrow quiver. Okay, that's... Could use that. And because they missed that... England missed that penalty kick, which would have tied the game up. And yeah, it got a little bit spirited. It was funny. And then at my job, I actually work on the trading floor, which is like, it's basically a wide open space with just a bunch of desks, and we all sit kind of elbow to elbow with each other. And I'm not a trader, but I work on the floor with the traders. And so we have TV set up, which normally are like tuned to the news and have like, you know, like you know, stocks and stuff like that on them. And but during the World Cup, you know, some of the TVs we returned to the World Cup matches, and so I saw a bit of the Argentina and Croatia game, which that was pretty much a dominating performance. And then I think it was it yesterday was the France versus Morocco game, which also was relatively one-sided. So yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of several of the games. Actually, I had a coworker of mine who went to Doha, and he I mean, he's not still there, but he's already back. But he went to a few of the matches in the group stage. He's a really big soccer fan. Darth, you were watching it at the start after a few 0-0 games. You remembered why you stopped watching soccer in the first place. Yeah, I mean, I am no soccer aficionado. I'm your typical American, really, when it comes to soccer. It's not my favorite sport, but I do enjoy, you know, it's the World Cup, you know, it's like the Olympics, basically. And I can appreciate, at the very least, I can appreciate the level of skill that's involved. And, you know, I love watching people at the top of their game, you know? So, there's that. See, I'm going to check Shell Walker. Meh. Let's see, what direction do I want to go now? So I got this Rebel Camp. I got this stuff over here. I think there was one more spot that I wanted to check out before that, but maybe not. See, there was that there. Yeah, there's that, the Sunwing site, and then this thing. And then there was that thing where the thing looked, this thing out of bounds. Primer Tusk. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll leave that be. So I'll do this Rebel Camp next. Oops, I meant to just travel here. Argentina versus Netherlands was something completely different from what you would expect in a game filled with drama. Yeah, there was a lot of drama in that game. Which made it fun to watch. And I actually work with a bunch of people from Argentina. And a bunch of folks from Buenos Aires. And they are like pumped right now because obviously Argentina's in the final game now. They can win it all. I guess the final's on Sunday, right? And suffice to say, I don't think they're getting a whole lot of work done right now this week. our friends in Argentina. You grew up in Europe and your dad really wanted you to become some great soccer player. To this day, it's his main hobby. Never liked it that much. And after moving to the US, you became an NFL fan. Okay. That's cool. Grew up in Europe. I've
Rebels. Just like
really my only experience in Europe is
what are they doing in these ruins?
warrior!
I've been spotted.
I've got a reputation amongst these guys. I connected through London once, and that's my experience in Europe. The big camp.
Got you in my sights, Outlander!
So who's your favorite NFL team, Darth?
Looks like some sort of big site.
I haven't followed the NFL that closely this year. Normally I follow it more closely, but for some reason I haven't watched much NFL this year. Primarily a college football fan. I do watch a lot of college football. Speaking of which, man, college football world was shook a little bit this week when Mike Leach passed away, the head coach of Mississippi State, formerly the head coach of Washington State, and formerly the head coach of Texas Tech, which my in-laws are all big Texas Tech people. And I think I've said before, I went to Texas A&M, and Texas Tech and Texas A&M actually used to be pretty big rivals until Texas A&M we went to the SEC, because Tech is still in the Big 12. So we used to play them every year, and Mike Leach used to be their head coach. Actually, when I was in college, Mike Leach was their head coach, and they used to dominate us every year, and I hated them. But I really liked Mike Leach because he's just like an oddball. He's actually pretty hilarious. If you listen to some of his old like post-game press conferences or like interviews and stuff, he's really off the cuff and doesn't give straight answers to reporters. And he's quite hilarious. And he just all of a sudden, I think he had a heart attack, and he passed away this week just out of the blue. It was crazy. And it was really sad, actually, because despite the fact that he routinely destroyed us, he was a good coach, and I always liked him for some reason. I liked him as a person, but he always annoyed me as a football coach because they would always beat us. But anyway, rest in peace, Mike Leach. Yeah, Kevin, if anything, I mean, I'll be pulling for Argentina to win just because, as I said, I work with a lot of folks from Argentina, so just to be happy for them. I technically have no dog in the fight, but if it's between France and Argentina, I'll root for Argentina to win it all. So Messi's never. I asked I mentioned I had a coworker of mine who's a big soccer fan. I asked him if Argentina's won before. He said that they've won twice, I think. But I guess that was before Messi's time.
Get some payback! Shooting the Nora!
Which he's getting up there. This is probably going to be his last World Cup, right? So hopefully he'll get to take it home. All right. There's one. Seahawks are your favorite team. Okay. Yeah, they're doing decent this year, right? They got Geno Smith is their quarterback now, I think, right? And he's a West Virginia alumni. That's where my parents went to school. My parents both went to West Virginia. Okay, where do I go? gonna zip line over.
Vigilance, everybody! This can't happen again!
Oh, that didn't kill you? That did. I see a door over there.
Bunker. Is this what they were trying to get to?
Oh, this looks like it needs a key.
The door looks locked.
Oh, I found the key.
Key I found will open it.
Wonderful.
Let's see what those rebels are so intent on protecting.
They're doing fine earlier, not so much now. After today's loss, they're 7-7. 49ers locked the division win. Okay, gotcha.
Someone's attacking. You heard them.
Oh, that didn't hit the shield? What? There we go. Oh, no? Oh, I guess if it hits the shield, then I thought it would stick to the shield. Guess not. Guess I need to like hit him with it. There we go. There we go. Blew his shield up. Perfect. Oh, nope, the shield's still there. Dude's a toughie.
This looks like some sort of storage facility.
Oh, dude, yeah. Who knows what the heck is... Yeah, I that's inexplicable what's happened to Russell Wilson. As long as the Cowboys don't win the Super Bowl this year, I'm happy. Hey, it's a picture of Aloy on there.
That's me.
To all engineers and operatives, find the Nora that's been picking apart our facilities. And if anyone calls her savior or champion to my face again,
I'm gonna punch him in the throat!
Sarah! We need you!
Hold on to your cogs, I'll be right there. I want her found, and I want her dead. And bring me her focus when you're done. Bet Silence would hate it if I got hold of all that data.
So there it is. Silence is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. These scrolls are filled with weapon schematics. Different versions of the same thing. None of them complete. We've been experimenting with old world power cells. There's a whole stockpile of them in here. So the Sons of Prometheus were trying to build weapons based on ancient technology. They must have helped Silence make the one that killed that Zenith. Well, whatever it is. It uses these power cells. But it doesn't look like they figured it out. Yet. If I destabilize that cell, the explosion would start a chain reaction. And take the bunker with it. No bunker, no power cells, no new weapons. We only have a few seconds to get out of here before this blows. Time to run! Don't think these guys will be making any scary new weapons now. They'll probably leave this place now. But I could always speed things up and deal with them myself. I've already taken care of the real threat either way. So the rebels have been digging up old world scrap. For what?
What's up, Robert? How you doing, man? Welcome back, good sir.
Greetings, warrior. Let our blades
Outland. I
together.
offer you an honorable trade.
You know, that crap I even really care about upgrading. All right. Settlement here.
Could use frost ammo against it.
Orchard. Were those in the DLC of the first game? I remember them being pretty powerful, if it's what I'm thinking it was. giant cannon. The jobs are gone, but the work's not done. Perhaps it's time to relocate. I convey away. We know starting out in a different country is stressful without worrying about how your belongings will get there. That's why Convey Away offers a fully automated service with every item individually tagged, processed, and packed. We guarantee no breakages after all. You might have lost your job to automation, but that's no reason to lose your belongings too. When you want the move to be smooth, trust Convey Away. All right. Oh, that looks like a big dude.
Cyclops drone monitoring this area. I need to grab its data.
What is that? Slaughter Spine, level 45. I'll stay away from that for now.
Maybe I can climb something to jump onto the drone.
Comes around here, right? Hopefully. But the machine's coming over here too, so grab it. Oh, really? You know what stops them over here too? Yeah, there we go.
You're mine! Taking you with me! I want to get the data from the drone.
Only missing a few of these. Okay, that's enough for here. Start taking out this area, I guess. Okay, that's another side quest I've got. That one is further out. There. I could go on and do that. Do this one first. See, it looks like this black box is up here in the mountain somewhere. Okay. You do this black box and over here for the side quest. Oh, there's an okay, rebel outpost down here. And then this is where the next thing is, and a tall neck.
Is this easy?
Oh crap.
There's a flight recorder nearby. I could add it to the collection at the Grove. I can't see a way to reach the signal from here. The black box must have got in there some other way.
Oh, so this needs a fuel cell to get in. Gotta be something nearby because it's hard to get up here. Can't jump when you're carrying a fuel cell. There it is.
Hartman, are you there?
Number 7 of 12.
Hartman, are you there? Countermeasures. Engine fail. Engine fail. If I'm going down, I'm taking one of them with me. Come on then, you red-eyed monster! Ah!
Okay, we'll do this rebel outpost next.
Engine fail. Engine fail. If I'm going down, I'm taking one of them with me. Come on then, you red-eyed monster! Ah!
She made one last strike against the enemy. There's another locator beacon on the same frequency. Rebels. I need to get rid of their leader. Maybe then the rest will retreat. The frost will make it brittle.
Fire Claw. Is this part of the rebel outpost? I'm gonna start things off by doing this. That didn't do nearly as much damage as I hoped. Oh, he fell down. All right, take advantage of that. Oh snap, he's got it down. That ain't good. If I can get it from him, though, that would be wonderful. Just have to not die first. Hit him in the head. Dang it. There we go. Oh crap, I'm gonna die.
Some tags here. I should take them to Duca. Got a leader that I guess should have been in this place. But I could always deal with him now. By the way, I'm done here.
Can do. You.
All right, there's some decent treasure in here.
Well, get after her.
This won't be causing any more trouble. You could fire at anyone traveling down the mountain from this spot. No wonder the rebels set up here. I can feel this frost down to my bones.
Yeah, it did die. I don't remember when I actually killed it, but because the last thing I remembered, I abandoned fighting it to go after the dude with the gun. Then I looked back at it and it had died. So I think what had happened is I think he was caught on fire, and so I think the fire damage may have killed him while I was fighting the dude with the gun. Welcome back, old guy.
Jero said the old watchtower should be near the falls. Time to tell those soldiers to head home.
All right, this is my destination, I believe. Get this campfire so I can work back here if I need to. Well, it's more out of the way than I thought it was.
There's the watchtower. I need to talk to their squad leader, Kiva.
What are we at now? Right. 6 kill for Zeko, 4 for me, and 2 for you.
Are you Kiva?
I am. And you. You're the Outlander who killed Regala's champion at the embassy. Ram Squad was there. We saw your duel. Pavalo still owes me shards.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence. Chaplain Jera sent me. It's time for you to go home.
Jera's cracked then. There's no way our commander will allow us to leave our post. Not after our insubordination.
Things have, changed at the Bulwark. Dakota won't be able to stop you.
Really? He's finally been taken down a notch? All right then. The last member of Ram Squad is on duty at the tower on the mountain. Let me recall him. That's odd. Zeko always answers. One of us will have to go up.
I can get up there easily. I'll check on him.
Much appreciated. The start of the climb is just across the falls. Try not to break your neck, yeah?
What's going on?
We're moving out, back to the Bulwark.
You're shitting me. What about Zeko?
The Outlander will check on him.
This'll be in my stash when I need it.
What movie or TV show am I really looking forward to? I'm actually really looking forward to the Mario movie. That's probably going to be the next movie that I see in theaters, actually. And that'll probably be the first movie that, like, I take my entire family to. All 5 of us. Because my daughter, she just turned 3. She hasn't been in the movie theater yet, so... And she actually really likes Mario. And, yeah, I could see us taking the whole gang. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Because all my kids love Mario, and it's like that movie will be just a ridiculous nostalgia trip for me as well. John Wick 4 is the movie you look most for. Is the movie you look forward to. Oh gosh, it's late. I'm slurring my words big time. Does that come out in 23?
This must be the start of the climb. The watchtower should be at the top. Make an interesting color for my armor.
Come on. Really? Saw the second trailer and thought there was just way too much stuff. Oh man, I watched the second trailer and I was sold. I think it'll be done right. Hope I'm not wrong.
I'm getting closer to the watchtower. Looks like I have to climb higher.
Oh, that's the same day as the Resident Evil 4 remake. Okay. Dude, I'm so pumped for Resident Evil 4 remake.
I gotta take out these machines before I can look around.
What is that?
I could override sky drifters if I get the right parts to fix the data on them.
Well. God, I don't have very many berries left in that outpost. I best be careful. Oh, he's knocked down. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have all the, you know, all the big characters are going to be in the movie, but that doesn't mean that everything's going to be like everybody's got to have a starring role. Some of those other characters might just be in the movie for, you know, a couple minutes or something. But get some screen time just to be in it, but Nintendo is very protective of its IP, so you know, I think they're going to be very very careful with how this movie's made. You're not big of a Mario fan, but then that, yeah, that explains it. Mario was my first love when it comes to video games. You completely stopped caring about Nintendo at around 20 years old. Even though the original Mario game was one of the first games you ever played. Interesting. Yeah, Nintendo's still got it as far as I'm concerned. Mario Odyssey was incredible, I thought.
Judging by these wounds, the Sky Drifter surprised him. At least it was quick. Kiva sounded her horn. It's a different call from before. I'd better get back down to the watchtower and check on them. The watchtower's under attack. I need to get down there fast. Swooping into battle. Those machines are in for a surprise. I've been made.
Blood of the 10, the Outlander glides.
Thanks for the assist. Is the Zeko on his way down?
Actually, machines got him. Took him by surprise. I'm sorry.
What? He was the first of the squad. Our best fighter.
He's gone, Kiva. It's just the two of you now.
Damn, Dakota. All we did was go to the embassy. Follow Chief Ikaro's orders? And what do we get for it? A death sentence dressed up as guard duty. All because Takote has a vendetta against the chief.
Well, that ends now.
Yeah. Thanks, Outlander. Here. This is for you. Pavalo! We're moving out.
Dakota is an underhanded jerk. Maybe now he'll stop wasting lives over political agendas.
All right. Let's see. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it here for the night. It was very productive. But about time to wrap things up here. So anyways, appreciate all of y'all. I might be able to squeeze in a stream tomorrow, but I'm not quite sure. If so, I will make sure that it's scheduled at least, we'll say 4 or 5 hours beforehand. If I do stream, it'll be around the same time, probably about 10:30. So anyways, I hope to do that. If not tomorrow, then probably Saturday. But best case scenario, we'll do both tomorrow and Saturday. So we'll see. We'll see. So anyways, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. And y'all take care. Have a good one. Cool guy. I'll answer your question in the chat once I shut the stream down. You should still be able to see it though. All right. See you, everybody.